All right, so it is what Sunday, yeah, before the week open, and we're gonna do some markups. So we're gonna go on trading view, do some markups, send it out to my group. The aim for the markups here that we're gonna do, we're gonna focus on these pairs based on all the video that I post. So USDJPY, GBPUSD, AUD NCD USD, NAS100, gold, US30, and Euro USD. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 markups, 8 different pairs. So yeah, let's go. But update on the phone. It's even worse. Right now it's in the car, so it is what it is. So let's do some markups. Alright, so I'll be posting these markups on YouTube also, and if I can get my login to my X, I'll be posting on X. But we started with gold. Already started. For the daily here, you can see that gold is like falling a base right here, right? Found a little bit of base, and basically I'm waiting for this gold to break this upward trend line to confirm that it's actually going up. It could be selling off, but with this base here, right here, if you put it on the big screen, this base right here has created a nice little AOI, right? So let me get out mine, type into I am not ready. I am not ready today, man. So it creates a nice little AOI here. This is a bit too big, right? 16 does work, right? Everybody can see that. Alright, you made, but that's 30% up, so it's okay. And then go ahead and here. Save AOI. So it creates a nice little AOI, right? Look at their pictures here. So I'm looking for it to break out for me to get the nice little confirmation. However, if it does retest, there's potential by this level, right? I don't know why my lines are so big, but if we do get a retest here, I'm willing to take a buy. So this is the markup here for this one. Potential buys on gold, potential sells on gold. We have our 4,100 psychological level right here. So I am interested for it to come back into these levels and then take a buy. Or if it does break out here on 401, I will also take a buy. Alright. So let's go on the 1 hour so we can refine this entry a little bit better. See what we can see. I've seen some fair value gaps here, so I don't really use fair value that much. Here was perfect. You know, dip back into the right there. Just go on the 30, see anything. nothing really very. Alright, so that's what I'm looking for. Let's give the 15 on the side. Alright, no, this is definitely this one. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. I'll play it safe, I'll go with this safe. As I said, I have a lot of challenges stored. Definitely want to play it safe, so I'm gonna put it my SF below dot below. We can be out for these guys. So throughout the week, I might refine this entry. But that's what I have for now. Sorry. Right here, I'm seeing an opportunity to go to up here for right here. Let's do this. Pull it up here. So gold. We got a copy. I'm gonna copy the link also. And let's post it right here. So that's what I'm seeing. And I want to do this, I want to post it on YouTube. So let's just post it on YouTube. Let's keep our things on. So I'm gonna post the link, hopefully comes up. That's it. Alright, there we go. Also post the Discord right. So I'm gonna try. I want to see if the link will come up. If it doesn't, then I'll stay over and post a photo. Okay, so the link doesn't come up. So let's just do that back over. So copy. Here, so I don't have to type it over. Buys, image here. Simple buys. Discard link right here. I think that's it, right? Alright. That's it. So that's the first pair. So the first pair, I am very much bullish on it, so I want to write down everything here. So the full buys. And the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my alerts. So I have 2 alerts here. So I'll just put a third one just in case it wants to jump up. So I have 3 alerts right here. My 3 alerts are set. And we're going to clear up these alerts right here so that we can start from scratch. So I'm going to hold off on posting on YouTube. I'm just thinking of another idea. So this is the first one. First markup. So let's move on to the other one. The other one is US30. I'll go to US30 right here. US30. And I'm treating US30 as a breakout strat, like how I was treat Nasdaq and stuff. But US30 been bullish and really nice bullish structure. So I'm gonna go over here and put my breakout line right here on the daily. And imagine if you got this top block into this area, then you should have bought. If you don't just see it like this. Alright. So how we use that for put right here, BOS. I should have my BOS lines here. I'm sure where it is. Okay. But this is a BOS. We should make it pop up. Also, like for some persons who don't know what a BOS is, it's just a breakout structure. So just going up to the upside. Or downside, which you want. So breakout structure right here. Also have another breakout structure right here. And then this structure, this is the high that it makes. And then it's right here. And if you go on the line chart, you can see all of this stuff properly. So I'm going to edit this. I'm going to put BOS for so it's a little bit better. It's the same thing right here. Let's just click this one. Save. BOS H4. Alright, let's do it properly. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna change this one because this one is also. Okay, so let's not be this. So this is the area that I'm looking at, right? Nice look at area of interest right here. And thing. It has this high to break for it to continue to show bullish. So let's go on the one also. Can I find this entry right here? Let's see if we can find an possible bullish entry here on US30. You haven't traded US30 in a while. Like I haven't traded US30, but I am seeing something here. I'm seeing something here. So, you know, some person that will trade in like supply and demand zones and stuff right here. There is something happening right here. So basically, it's the last candle, is a candle before everything starts to drop, or the buckler or something like that. I can't really explain it good because I don't use it. But right here, had a little bit of support, right? So I can explain that. That's what I use. So a little bit of support, and then it broke the support here. So you could have a retest into this zone for it to sell off. So I'm going to look on two stuff, right? Based on this green candle here on the 401, I'm going to mark up everything here. I'm going to take in consideration the week also, and let's see if we can find it on the one. It will be top this one here, but everything kind of looks like it's a part of it. So based on that, I'm going to, yes, let's put this to the body. And let's put on the one for sale that was, because it looks a bit better. It does, but I don't like how it's leaving out here, the bundle entry. See, don't like that this. So that looks better. It does look better to me. All right. So based on that, right, I am anticipating a sell from this level, or if it does get a break, buy up to this level. So let's mark up where high, and I think I have high here. I don't. What's going on? Did I not like save anything at all? So we're gonna put body high. Body high, and let's just save that. Save that. Okay, so the body high right here. So we have two ways to look at this. Sell from this demand zone, or sell from this support that it made that eventually have a potential chance to like have a chance to turn into a resistance. So I sell from here. Back down to the 4-hour breaker structure, or 4-hour breaker structure, and support. If this makes some proper support right here, touch back 3 times. Or a break and a close about here up to this body high. Alright, so let's just stretch this out a little bit so it's a little bit better. And let's go on 4 so you can find something. Can we see anything on the daily? No, I'm going to go on a 30 to see where I could put and TP here. This NT. So I'm seeing this candle. Just put them over. Looks good right there. Let's see how the thing is up right here. Now what I'm marking up right now is like, you can see it's on like 15.5 minute here. Like it makes a little support and stuff. Okay. So let's do support and thing right here. Okay. Awesome. I'm trying to fix something here. 1 second. Alright, so everything should be fixed right now. Yeah. I was trying to stop that notification from coming in thing in like a bunch of groups. Alright, so we can see the support level right here. Right? So tell you what, I'm looking down or an hour. If we do look for potential sell on this level, both those wicks looks a little bit same. And I will take it down to this level here. There's a chance where it could get more fun. I want to play it safe. So I'm looking for that. And also looking for potential parts of this market. Preferably to break out in this price. So here, and I have to see like a proper reaction from this one to take it. So let's just download the link. Let's post this in Discord. That's the first one. And then let's get the picture. Impossible to Discord. Alright, so we're done with our commodities and stuff now. Well, oh no, let's just move on to US. Let's set in our alerts here. So we get an alert below. There's a chance for this to week off here, so it could take a buy here too. And set 4 alerts for these. This one. And so our trades are gold, US30, Nasdaq, right? My Nasdaq chart needs a little bit of cleaning up, sure. So Nasdaq in range a lot later, right? Like everything can be. These are last speed. I need this line. Yeah, most of those stuff were like last week on writing, so I don't need that thing. So I can see that Nasdaq is side rated, right? I don't want to make this video too long. So identify one high here. We're going to identify the slope. Let's put a high here. They're going to go forward. And can I refine it a little bit? That does work, actually. Alright, so Nasdaq is a little bit tricky. And it's a little bit tricky nowadays to trade because it's sell off, it's sell up, sell up, sell up, sell up. So it's in a range, and I don't know how I actually feel about Nasdaq this week to do like a swing trade or a proper high time frame trade here, because we can see that it broke out here and then going up and then create this nice base, right? And this base here held, and then this 4-0 support and resistance is being very, very tricky. Like it sell off, sell up, sell off, sell up. However, I still trust in this 4-0 support because it's aligned with everything over here. So theoretically, what I can do is that I could actually finally get like a box right here, because first it was just a line. So let's put a box right here. So I finally can get a box right here to identify the support, but I would like to refine it a little bit because it's not really that wide. I'm gonna refine it up to this angle right. So about that. Right, so our line markup for our support here. Okay. Now breaker structure right here. So I had a breaker structure right here, and it filled up all this V range. All the way up here, fill up all this V range. It also found a little bit of base right here. So let's identify that base, which is just a small line. Let's see if we can find it. And then I'm seeing that those demand zones and stuff here coming into play. So I could get rid of this line. I'm gonna put it as a gearbox and stuff. So this is what I'm looking at for NAS, because I would like it to still go up, but it's a bit choppy. And I don't like choppiness. I can't trade in choppiness. It's not. If it's ranging, it doesn't make sense. So if it comes back into here, I will take a buy. However, if it does break from this level, I will like bodily close here, then I could take the sell back out to these levels. But it's a bit tricky, and I don't have a set of candles just yet. So maybe this will change in the week, but I don't really have where to put a lot on the chart because it's really jumping. So let's just copy that link, and let's just save that picture, and let's post this in as. So that's the link. So the picture. And again, we're gonna set our alerts here. For these levels, and there's literally just 2 alerts on set. Alright, I will be scalping up because I like to trade NAS every morning, but it's gonna be a part of work this week because I'm working every single day this week. And I'm probably going to miss that 8:30 open. So I'm changing my strat to do Asia and London this week. So if we do get a pullback into these levels, then I could take a little bit of Asian buy or London buy from these levels here. So I'm bullish on NAS overall, but it's choppy for we're in the 3rd quarter of the year. The 3rd Q3, we're in Q3 there, so very good. But that's my input on NAS and input on gold. So let's move on to Forex pairs now. So I'm gonna tick off. We have NAS100 buys. So and buys. And we have same thing for US30. So that's it for commodities and stuff. Anything on Bitcoin? I don't really have anything in Bitcoin. I wasn't planning to trade Bitcoin this week. So let's just move on to the Forex trades real quick and see what we can get. So I sent over this setup last week Friday. It hit TP right here, and I choose to extend my TP. my setup for this pair is the same, and I'm keeping this one on the lower time frame, lower like maybe 1 hour time frame here. I still have my levels up here, so if it does break out here, I will take a buy back up to this level, then take a sell based on how the dollar is going. If it comes down to here and it makes a level right here, I will continue to sell this pair until it reach to 160, 160.53, 160.537. So that's what I am seeing on USDJPY. I'm not changing anything. I'm still in the trade because I entered the trade before I got the closure. So my entry for the trade is somewhere about here. So basically my break even is like right here. So if I get wicked out, I get wicked out. But I'm still on the trade. I'm still gonna hold it, see what happens. So let's just take a look up here to this image of that. Yeah. Post that image. Discard. So let's just post this thing. This picture. Put same mindset. Okay. So let's move on to up here. The GBPUSD. Right, so I had my levels markup here already. So let's go to Forex and see if we can find this here. Look at it. On Forex, the one that's looking for the Saturday. Alright, so there is a transfer ticket continuation bias based on I know about bearish mindset on the dollar. So because of the bearish mindset, I'm looking for a buy here on GBPUSD. Right? So proper confirmation, that's the key. And for it to come to the rise here, I'm gonna pull over this line. So that's not it's need for it to come to the rise. It already cleaned up all of the reversal. Here we got to break the structure right here. Clean up everything right here. Now, is there a chance for GBPUSD to go up here? It's more than likely not, because the dollar really has to be really weak. But this level right here for GBPUSD is very, very crucial, and that's where prices are right now. Right? Stuff you don't put in these stocks. So I'm gonna play it safe. If I get a pullback, then I can take it up to this level. Only 3 is okay. But if the level does look like for the rest of the week, I'll take the 1 to 8 right here. Now, if that doesn't work, then the dual bias mindset is to sell GBPUSD up to close. But I'm seeing where the dollar on dollar index. Let me just do this for a second here. Let me just get the picture on the link, post it in the group before doing anything on total. there's a lot of markings here. I wish I could just highlight, delete, but I can't do that. I don't really want to lose my data to like that though. So let's just delete these extra lines here, the horizontal ones. So trying to declutter. I think that's it. We do have some trades back up. So yeah, 50 most of them. Let's go over here. We got 2 short trades down here. No, I'm not really something like that. So a couple long trades here. And then we got a couple lines here. I guess I could get this. Let's do. That's the big one. Sport. And this. And the part 2 is okay. So even if I don't post the levels or the SLTP, you can see over here. So you get 1.33692. You got my entry point right there, and you got the TP here. So at least you can have them and put them on chart, and that's why I'm getting rid of the past date. So let's just take a picture of this one. I'll take the link, let's post it in the group, and then I'm gonna go over to the dollar index. I'm gonna go over to the dollar index to tell you why I feel like the dollar is bullish run is kind of slowing down a little bit, that we can probably get some nice sales now. So this level right here created a nice support. However, I'm looking for a break on the dollar to come down these levels, not to drop all the way down here, but just to come back into this pull up, and then that will help our trade from going bull and what's going on? That will help our trade from to go bullish and to go bearish on the other side. So bearish on USDJPY and bullish on GU. So I'm looking for it here. I could put all of it right here actually, for the dollar to go down on the downside back to these monthly consolidation, because we finally got that breakout. But I'm looking for the dollar to like retest these levels here on this month, and that should help us with our analogy or buying thing. But if it does come back all the way up here, then we gotta switch our minds pretty soon. But these levels here are crucial. It's really struggling. Not much any research on it as yet, but because we talk about that another time. So USDJPY, GJ, GU, all done. So we get USDJPY, sell GBP, USDY, and we have NZD USD, and AUD NZD, and Euro USD. So let's just go on USD right here and see what we can find here. Now USD been ranging. I don't like this thing. It's been ranging very a lot. Like we have lows, a bunch of selling momentum is coming in USD, right? And I don't like the person because it doesn't like to move at a rate, and it extremely pissed me off. So I'm going to play it safe on USD here and not go on the lower time frame and look for an entry. Let's get rid of these triangles here. Not needed anymore. These are not needed. Here, what's not needed? Okay. It's a little bit cleaned up now. Very much rangy. Like, if anybody told you that trading ain't easy, it's not that easy. It's part it takes dedication and stuff. It's not that easy. If you really want something, then you just gotta continuously just work on it until you get it. But nothing is easy. You only find it easy if you really like it. If you really like something that you're gonna, because at that point the work doesn't feel like work to you. It just feels normal. It feels like something that you would like to do every single day. And that's the same thing with trading or with anything that you do. You have your ups and downs, you have your frustration moments and stuff like that. And yeah, I happen to have a lot, especially after doing this for almost 2 years now. I still haven't, because you still want the money, you still want success, you still want to prove a point. So all stuff is kind of really, those things. However, let's go back to the markup. Right. So seeing a potential sell here for USD. Not a very defined entry for USD here. So I'm just going to use a pot tool for potential direction. But if we do get a reject off of this trend line again, then we could take another stop buy, not too far, maybe up to these levels. So that's my view on USD. I'm not seeing anything here for me to trade also, because it's doing that and I can't trade at that. So like when you have here and you have that buckle and you have that sell off, then I can trade like that. But when it's doing all of that shit, I can't trade like that. And I don't really want to go on the lower time frame to just try to find an entry when I'm not seeing it. So this level here looks good. I'll just see what reacts from this level, especially on the high time frame, and take a little swing trade for a little bit here. But for the most part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an alert here, and I'm also going to set I'm going to place an alert below this level, and then put it back on the 4 time frame, and I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a link, and we're going to post it in the Discord. Not much to see here, and that's it for USD. So we have two pairs that one pair that I have traded in a while is NZD USD, even though I mark it up over here. So I'm gonna go back to that markup and I'm gonna go consolidation of NZD/USD. So let's put it right here, or maybe we should add it up here. Yeah, that's the right way to go. So we're gonna put NZD/USD. I haven't traded NZD/USD in a while, but I've heard it been moving really good. Right? So we want to go on NZD/USD here, and this is something that I can work with. Right? Yes, it's a little bit consolidating. Can get potential, buy or something from it, because I'm looking for potential. Or so. Because we have our lows here. We'll make an higher low, then a lower low, and then a lower low of this low. So it's going like this, like a ranging thing. But that's on a daily, so that doesn't say that we can't get in here. So I'm seeing an area of interest here, right here, and right here, touch point 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 here. So we can define that level with a box right over here. Switch to a small box. It's just for the gray color. I just need my stuff random stuff, but I know what. So I'm seeing this here for it to either come up and sell off, but however, I'm looking for a buy and sell at the same time. So we're gonna put our breakout. We're gonna put our BOS right here. So the levels where it broke out from. Probably wondering why I chose the down here and then to the whole here. Because if I put this right here, then I guess it does work. But there's just a few. Wait, no. It does. It does. Okay. Okay. So we got a demand zone here, and the demand zone set to the FG according to that strike, the demand zone strike. It's like right here. It's a fair good down right here. But we're not looking at this stuff. We're simple. So retest to this. I'm looking for a retest to this for our break of structure to take a buy. And I'll put it below the structure. So basically, like return this. So let's bring today something. We'll start. So I'm gonna put it to complete. So this one is a very much patient one, but for sure. And this is my older market for NZD/USD. I've been seeing this market. I've been trying to get a little bit of buy. I'm gonna show it soon. Let's just copy that. Let's just paste this. Let's get the link too. Okay, I know what's going on here. Moving too fast. And we'll start there. NZD/USD. Alright. So I've been having this markup here. So if I should, and let's just put these together so I know what to open. Oh, that's GJ. Yeah, probably should check. Look at GJ. I'm just gonna keep it very simple. If I go over to here, NZD/USD, see if we can spot it here. That looks like an Australian sign. Or this is Australian, it's euros. So this is that's an Australian sign. Is it me or time for NZD/USD? Sorry, the signs are so close. Anywho, this is the same analogy here that I have here, right? I was looking for, but now I'm looking at this here. So I did a few markups. So now I'm looking at this here. So let's see if I clone this. So you see, I'm keeping the struct the same way, because that was a new markup here, and it's the same thing, right? So that's why I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And let's go to a new pair. I've never traded this pair, I think, and I'm not even sure I marked this up before or had it on my chart, but this was recommended to me by Malo in the group because of how much it's doing those run off. Do you see those run? That's absolutely diabolical. You know, I'm seeing a pattern here where it runs off and then it's just buy up, because this is a long buy up. Imagine if you got this buy from 2020, like you got it from the first of the year in January. Like you bought here at this break instruction, you've been home, or you bought here at this break instruction, you've been home. That's an absolutely diabolical run off those. And those are some of the swing trades that we should be catching. No, I would be catching pretty soon. But we can see a little bit of support here. That's great, but support is not really that calm. And that's not a thing. So let's just put here. You know, I should check if my mic is here. Hello. 1. Okay, alright, it's working. Because the last time my mic didn't work. And imagine recording for almost 51, 52 minutes, and then the mic doesn't work. Yeah, no, it is. Person just want to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna crash out. And then you gotta talk over a whole lot more completed than you did. Alright, so that's a little area that is struggled to break out of. Now, if we do see a closure into this level, I'm gonna choose another color, like a green one. So if we do see a closure into this level, then I'm doing what it keeps on doing, buying. There's a bit. See if we can do this much properly, right? So if NZD/USD is going up, that means that the USD is getting weaker, NZD is getting stronger. But if NZD is on the other side, NZD is on the other side of a pair. So NZD here will be getting stronger. All right, don't look at it that way. AUD/USD is the weaker one, NZD/USD. AUD/USD is stronger one, NZD/USD is the weaker. So what this is actually showing us is that $1 of NZD, $1 of one Australian dollar costs $1.2 cents, thereabout, $1.2 something of New Zealand dollar. So if this is going up, that means NZD is getting weaker because it's costing more. So NZD is getting weaker. If NZD is getting weaker, if you measure to NZD/USD, so is it Is NZD getting a bit stronger than USD? The NZD is stronger than USD. I'm just mentioning that. The New Zealand dollar is stronger than USD. Interesting. But alright, NZD is getting a little bit stronger. Anyways, that was our fundamental stuff. Don't listen to me. Alright, so we have this area here. I'm gonna mark all these areas. Here, right here. We got a little bit touch point right here. Here. I'm looking for a touch point to close above these areas on the 4 hour or on the daily. We could also look for a retest above. I feel like this is a trade that you shouldn't be missing out. Like, legit. So, I want to say check the retest and stuff. So, let's do this. There's no items content showing up. Things like it's too much stuff in there. So this level right here that you see it's boxed out, this level right here, 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box. There's something happening at this level. Let's just use a circle to show that too. Let's copy this space in here. Over here. So there's absolutely something happening at these levels. Probably should be some certain stuff. We got rid of this one. So there's something happening at these levels. Alright? So I'm looking for a closure above to take it up to this level. Now let's see where we can get that proper entry. So on the 1 hour here, if this area, if this area hold, and this is the target, somewhat of a target area here. As we go on 15, you can see that something happened at this area for sure. So let's put an air box here. Alright. 5 minutes, showing the same thing. So if this area hold, then I'm looking for something into these area, buckle within this area, buy a box here. So that's basically saying that New Zealand dollar, you don't have to what? That's not saying that $1 is starting to work more. Like Australian dollar. So $1 Australian dollar starting to work more. So NZD-USD is getting weaker. But if NZD is getting weaker, then the NZD-USD will be going up. We're gonna play it safe. So that's some fundamental stuff, right? I'm going to do the research and see what I see. So potential trade, potential long, and then I'm really like this pair already. I wanted to put it down here and target up here. Bear in mind this restore will be changing soon, and then I could get a trade off this one. Well, I need it to hold. If it holds, then we can get a upper trade here. We could get like probably from 1 to 15. So I'm going to actively watch this one because I like the setup, I like it's moving, I like how it looks, and I like the big runoffs. Might take a while to play, but I like the big runoff. If we go to daily, if it does break here, then look at that drop. Right? Look at that drop. But these are my setups for the week in terms of the here. These are my setups for the week. I have my alerts on, I have my links in, and everything will be posted in the Discord. You can go over there. This video is like an hour. Didn't want an hour, so it's an hour. So please go over here, check out the Discord. These are all the setups here. I will be refining these things pretty soon as the week goes by. I'll look to take this trip within Asia or London because I will be working on one at a time this week, and I'm gonna miss every London session, unfortunately. Every London session, every stock open, market open at 8:30. So I will be focusing on Asian session here, and I need to write all these things. NAD, USD, GBPUSD, and AUD. So right, everything going. These are all the markups. Everything right here. Let's see what we get for the week. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pairs. Okay, that is good. So 8 pairs. 8 pairs for the tournament account, 8 pairs for another tournament. I'm going to post it soon, but I want to do it on one. I'm going to do that bigger probably weekend when I have tricky shots. Go over to the DMT side here and check out the videos. So actually, it's on new videos just going up. So I go here. What's the videos? They are a bit long. Trying to cut them down, but I'm not editing them, and I'm going to watch a video to sharpen my those skills. So I have a video right here that I'm going to go by. It's like 10 minutes out. That is all up here. I'm going to watch. So eventually the video is going to cut down a little bit. But again, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll be able to see every video that I'm posting posts. Please install the short, monitor it, put your own alerts and everything. They do on everything. I can't have everything, but those are the things that on eventually I will realize, and other periods like USDJPY. It's been doing temptation and runoff for the software. I'm not in this trade, but should be in this trade. I marked it up like June something, and it's now July, and this trade is like a piece of shit. So yeah, these trades and stuff. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for maybe like a reach some discount. So there's a lot of trades out there I've probably posting throughout the week and stuff, but for so far, these are my ideas behind the trade and stuff. So just spending time on putting money short, setting your own setups too and stuff. So there's trading like a little thing. So they can if we can have other person sending their own, then that would be good and stuff. All my alerts are on and stuff. I'll probably screenshot these. All my alerts are on here, and I send and I share this. So I have all my alerts here ready for the week. So that's everything that I marked up, and we're gonna see what we get in this bridge. So yeah, it's another video. Possible. It's about an hour long, so I'm gonna cut it right here and call it a day. So yeah, let's swing the ending page if I remember the hot. or that. Let's give that. Let's give that a try. Okay, thumbs off. Didn't work, huh? Sorry. All right, it doesn't matter. So, oh, it did. It is a bit. It's an hour-long video, but also video. Put dedication time and this markup. So, I'll see you guys when I see you guys.